Welcome back, YouTube. It's May 19th, 2022. My name is Chris. I'm the Algo trader, and I am trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe. That's the only way you're going to find out whenever I come live, and I do trade twice a week. That's Tuesday and Thursdays, 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 Central Time. So, that being said, full disclaimer, guys, I'm some random dude on the internet. Do not follow my trades. What I do is I am showcasing, illustrating only how I trade my own account with the tools that I specifically developed to trade the Nasdaq 100 futures. All right. Any trades you do execute in your account are solely done at your discretion and at your own risk. Okay. I cannot give you financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Do not ask me for financial advice because I can't give it to you. There might be other people in the forum who might contribute a thought or two. Just post it in the chat box. We'll be happy to respond. Hope you guys enjoy the session today. I just have to read out that disclaimer per SEC rules. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'll start covering some ground just as soon as I start getting a few more subscribers viewing the channel. Right now, we just got bar change on the 15-minute. Looks like the market is going to start oscillating down just a little bit right now, and hopefully it'll continue its upward trajectory. I do have two opposite signals. I have a long signal, and I took this trade, got out right around here just a little while ago, and I got an opposing signal here on AI strategy number 3. This is a regular algo. This is an AI-powered algo here. We will see which one of these actually produces the correct signal today. The amplitude signal right here is telling me that the amplitude right now trade is to the downside. We are in consolidation mode right here, right now, currently, as evident by the white bars. And I created this particular study session right here to keep me out of trades when the market is going sideways. And right now the market is going sideways right there in sideways chop. Guys, there's no news today to move the market in any direction aside from the bad news that was already priced in yesterday. And I hope, by the way, you guys had a fantastic day yesterday. Yesterday was one of my best performing days. I had a great day yesterday. It was good. So hope you guys did too. But today the same news is carrying over, and there really isn't a lot to move the market one way or another. It's just the same old shit from yesterday, right? And traders are trying to make heads or tails as to what to do with it. So that's where we're at. This signal right here, it's got a little bit more to go. It's got maybe about 2 more bars to go before it finally closes out. Once this goes above the 0 line plus 1 bar, this will signal the end of that trade right there. I've got an experimental strategy right here. Oh, by the way, this was yesterday as well, right here. Yesterday was a monster winner to the downside. This strategy alone yesterday, and this is what I'm testing right here. Oh, crap, I'm telling you, it got stuck. It did. Huh. All righty. There it goes. Yeah, here we go. One trade yesterday, $8,200. Guys, this is several hundred points right here. This is a brand new strategy that I composed over the weekend, fine-tuned it, Had been testing it for a few days, and finally yesterday it just absolutely nailed the downside right there, from inception all the way through the close. So I'm hoping to see what it all produces today right here. Has not given me a signal as of yet right now, and so that's where we're at. I'm going to keep an eye on it right there. I don't have it set up in my workspace. I have it as untitled because I am experimenting with it right now. It may need a little bit more tweaking, so I'm closely observing it to see how it performs. All right, so that's where I'm at with that right there. And I think I've got a long signal. Yeah, I do. No, I've got a long signal on one of these right here. Yeah, right here on this one. Got a long signal right there. Don't have any signal on this one yet, but everything is looking like it is setting up to come down right there. Look at that. Right there, right there. Yeah, that's definitely setting up for downside. I am short, by the way. I am short on this position right now. In fact, you know what? Let me make a copy of this because I know some of you guys are fascinated with P&Ls, and that's, rightly so, because that's a measure of someone's success with what they're doing. So here we go. So I am short on this position right there, and I got in just a few minutes before I came live right now. So, there it is right there, guys. Short one position in the Nasdaq 100 futures, and that's just for you guys to look at right there. All right, so I'll come back to this because there's a bunch of stuff I want to cover today. For example, the daily. We still have maybe about 10 more minutes before bar change, so I can bang this out real quick. The daily chart, guys. I've been emphasizing this in every live session I do. This has been one of the most accurate algorithms for swing day traders that that I've been able to come up with right here. So anyway, absolutely nailed the downside right here, and this short-term filter right here also nailed the upside right there. Look at that, perfect. And then yesterday, pow! As soon as it crossed the zero line, I mean, it can't get any more accurate than that. As soon as it crossed the zero line, the entire market sells off. What a coincidence, right? And today, it remains below the zero line. Long term, it's below the zero line as well. Institutional flow, this gets reported through the COT report. This is going to get updated tonight. Okay, this is a tool that I got from a TradeStation. It's not something I developed. This one right here. Okay, it's called the COT COT, COT Net Position Report. You can get this probably with your broker dealer too, and just set it to net. All right. So the blue trace right here represents institutional inflow, outflow out of the instrument right here. The red trace right here represents speculators, and they're both in the sidelines. It'll update tonight, and by tomorrow afternoon it should be posted and updated right here as well. So we'll see how that works tomorrow. But both long-term and short-term, guys, it's not looking good for the Nasdaq. We tested the 11,689 level I think it was today, maybe, and or the other day too, right here. So if this goes below this, guys, the next level is way down here. So I completely expect this to capitulate at some point very soon and continue its downward march. I don't really see this going up. That's my impression of where this is going right now. So I'll see what happens with this over the next few days, whether actually it continues to tank with more continued headline risk, or if it actually reverts and goes up. But either way, long term, I don't think the Nasdaq's got good prospects of returning back to the 15,000 level. That's my opinion. All right, so let me see. What else do we have going on right here? Overnight, there was a lot of volume in the overnight market. Not enough, however, to breach the average being right here where this horizontal line is. It did hit the average, but it didn't exceed the average. And there's a difference in that. But there was a lot of selling in the overnight market, which was carry through from the from the cash market session right there. Overseas, people weren't very happy. They sold it off. This morning it was just oversold. You have what's called your dead cat bounce, which is what you saw here, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the day right now. This really hasn't been trading with a lot of conviction that people actually want to buy this to the upside. So it just, boom, it hit right there, reverted, now it's going down again. All right, so that's where we're at with that right there. We do have a short signal there, and this is going down right there. Look at that. So I'm up a little bit over $1,000 on this one trade I took, and we'll just see how it plays out. Okay, so right here, this is still coming down. We still have 2 bars before this actually closes off right there, and it's looking pretty good. All right, so now I'm up like $1,400 on this trade. Again, I took this just a couple minutes before I came live. And I'm just gonna let this thing, run until I actually get a signal to get out, whenever that is. I'll let you guys know. No signals on this one yet, and I am watching it. So what's interesting, guys? I plotted 3 different symbols alongside the NQ. We got 3 minutes for bar change. Okay, so we have oil, which is up just almost $1. We have the 10-year notes, and we have gold on the continuous contracts on all these, right? So you can see based on the side-by-side comparison, which of these instruments has been, the best correlated, with the Nasdaq 100. And I'm talking about negative correlation. Now you can see positive correlation too, such as with CL right here. They're both going up at the same time. But you also see negative correlation right here with the Nasdaq, with with the Treasury notes right here. Treasury notes came down, and of course there's a flight into safe haven assets, and the Nasdaq went up. Okay, and then right there, you kind of lost a little bit of the correlation right there. And same thing with gold right there. Gold was correlated with the Nasdaq. Now it's also correlated coming down. So sometimes there's a perfect correlation where there's they both go the same way, such as CL and the Nasdaq. Sometimes there's a negative correlation between the 2 assets, and that's what I like to see. What I want to see is money flowing in from one and going into the other. Sometimes it's not like that. There are days that they are very tightly correlated, and there are other days when they're not. For example, here's yesterday, right? And this is the opening of the market right here. And look at what happened with the 10-year notes. Okay, everybody was pulling out of the Nasdaq, but look what happened with the 10-year notes right here. All the money was flowing into the 10-year notes. It's a safe haven asset. Okay, and seeing this is really important because it tells you where the flow of money is going to. If people are pulling money out of risk assets, where do you think they're putting it? Into safe haven bonds, right? Notes or whatever, right here. And so I created a strategy around this, which actually monitors the correlation between both of them. And I haven't plotted it recently, but this is a very good example of where the inflows and outflows are going on the three assets that people are most likely to actually put money into right here. So this was a very good example right here with the 10-year Treasury notes, I think. All right, enough. I've said enough, right? I gotta shut up and go back to the trade and see where it's at. All right, $1,500. That's, you know, that's where this stands right now. I want to see if I have any signals here. No signals there. And going down really good right here. Really good with the signal too. And I'll just leave it here. We just had a crossing right now. It's 11:45 Central, and we have one more bar before this actually closes out right there. Okay. Oh shit. Huh. I clicked the wrong button and I almost got rid of it. Yikes. Sorry about that. My bad. Must be all the coffee I drank. I was feeling very lethargic this morning, and I just drank a shot of Cuban coffee. You guys know I'm a Cubano. I'm Cuban, so I like Cuban coffee, and that just kicked me. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Qué bueno, cafecito, cubano. All right, guys. Enough. All right, 1,700, give or take, right there. And did I get any signals there? Nope, no signals there. And I'll just wait to see what happens right here, and I'll decide if I want to take the trade off or not. Right there. All right, very close to $2,000 on this position I've got right there. And it's just nicely selling off. But I've got reservations that this may be that this might be it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this trade off right now. I think I've made decent money on it, and hasta la vista. Thank you.
Trade.
That's it. I'm done. Um, so there you go, guys. More than 50 points on that trade right there. And there's stuff that I have on the charts right above me that you guys can't see that kind of signaled weakness in the downtrend right there. So given that it's close to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I do not want to deal with consolidation or anything like that. So yeah, I took the trade off. $1,700, not bad. What was that? That's that's almost 100 points right there. Yeah, those are the type of trades I'm here to do, guys. I'm not here to do 10 points, 20 points. That's for amateurs. There's other channels for that. Right here, I try to go for home runs like this, 50 points and above. So far today, I took good profits in the morning. I showed you guys, I just took good profits right now. We'll see what else the rest of the afternoon has for us. Kind of a shitty day to be trading, to be honest with you. With all this, the morning was tough. It was a tough morning to trade. A lot of chop. Slow and choppy. Don't you like that? Kind of feels like getting your balls kicked in sometimes. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just real quick, all right? Don't mean to plug it in, but subscribe to the channel. That's the only way you're going to find out whenever I come live. And I come live Tuesday and Thursdays, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. And the link to the Discord group is right there. I sometimes post interesting stuff, but there's good dialogue in there too, you know? There are members who contribute some really good stuff. And so you definitely want to check that out by subscribing. Also, if you like the stream, just take a sec and give it a like. That shows your appreciation, makes me feel good. You know, I don't get paid to do this, guys, other than the profits I make. And I'm not here to sell books, courses, seminars, or nothing. So, you know, any appreciation is always appreciated. Yep. Told you guys we would get weakness on this. And watch. I'm going to go back right here. Look at this, okay? We're going to get the signal to close this out right now at the very next bar, which is in 7 minutes. If you're just joining the group right now, welcome to the group. I just closed the short position I had right now with a $1,700 winner. So right now we're just waiting for the signal to close off in about 6 minutes time. This one right here. This is probably the blow off bottom right here on this trade. Maybe. Now watch this blue line right here, guys. This blue line will give you a very, 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 very good indication when the trade is like officially over. This blue line hits the zero line, it's done. It's over. But this smoother right here caught the trade. Look at this. You could have just jumped in right here at the zero line. When it crossed the zero line all the way through and through, boom, right there. That's the end to me. You know, if I see this right here, I'm exiting. Done. Over with. There might be some bouncing. There might be an attempt to come down more. Who knows? But I got my money. I'm out of there. I'm on the sidelines waiting to see what's going to happen right now in about 4 minutes. Now, for you guys who love P&L and want to see historical performance of what I do, I started a TikTok page to post all the silly shit I want to post there related to my trading. Basically P&Ls, but you know, I added music, I added stickers and all that fun stuff just to make it look cool. That's my library. That's where I keep track of what I do every day. If you guys want to laugh and have a giggle and look at it for kicks and grins, go right ahead. It's at Algo Man over at TikTok. At Algo Man over at TikTok. All right, 3 minutes. Yeah, this trade is over to the downside. Over. That's it. For now. Now, one thing I will just say, guys, I do get asked a lot why I don't trade or why I don't broadcast the AM session. I do trade the AM session, but it's not like at the open. That's one thing, okay? You know, the open is, I call it amateur hour. And you don't have perfect information, you know, and anything can go wrong at the open. So I typically wait about an hour or so to see what direction the market's going to take shape. And then, you know, once I have enough information, then I'll trade the market. But doing both the AM stream and the PM stream would completely deplete me of my energy. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort, you know. So I'd rather trade the PM market live when I know I've got enough information to make heads or tails of what's going on in the market. All right, 2 minutes, guys. And we're going to get the closing signal here on this strategy. See, I told you. Look at this. Right there. Boom. I didn't have to wait. I did not have to wait to see this. I saw something else right above my my charts. And that was my signal to exit the trade. All right, there it is, right there. You could have covered that short there, but I covered at this bar down here. Done. Right now the market is still in bearish territory. I've got volume pressure to the downside. I'm not looking to take upside right now. The market's near flat too, look. And this is very typical behavior of the market after it sells off, almost like a little over 4% yesterday. The market's going to go into this price discovery mode the next day, based on news, of course. And right now there's no news driving the market, so the market's trying to figure out what it wants to do. It's just been cyclic all morning. Look at that, up, down, and look at the wicks on these candles right here. I mean, this is enough to, chew you up and spit you out. I mean, there's no stop loss right here that would have protected you right here. You would have been stopped out on all these candles right here, and you would have been done for the day. So you got to be careful in days like this, especially. A rule of thumb, guys, is look, if the market sells off really, really hard the way it did, if you want to play it safe, don't trade the next day, because you'll have markets like this, look, where you'll get absolutely whipsawed when the market's in price discovery mode right there. That's not good. That's foolish to try to trade this market right here. Very, very, very foolish. So you got to be careful. Use some common sense. Market sells off one day, the next day go play golf. Enjoy your profits. Go treat yourself. But don't try to trade the market, because the market's going to go into this price discovery mode, and it may not end good. All right, here we are. This is still short. This is net long right here. Let's see if no signal on my strategy there. You see any signals here? No signals here either. Nothing there. This finally gave me a signal here to go short right there. Interesting. Let me switch it back right there. Yeah, we still have a little bit more to the downside. More to the downside right there. And I'll revisit the downside right now, see if there's anything I can do here. No, I think I'm gonna hang tight a little bit. I may take more downside, but not now. I'm just going to let this oscillate a little bit, and I'll pull the trigger when I think it's the right time to enter. This market right now is not being led by anything, guys. Right now, the FANG stocks are pretty much almost at par with the SPX, and there's really nothing going on there. Normally, when there's divergence between the FANG stocks and the SPX, you could tell which is leading the market, and right now, none are. They're pretty much very close to being at par with each other as far as the level they're trading at. So also, if you guys notice the VNQ, the VNQ is a ticker symbol for the Vanguard Real Estate ETF. It's one of the largest real estate ETFs in the market. That's down. It's down significantly from its April highs. And it continues going down, guys. That means investors are pulling money out of that ETF because they perceive weakness in the housing market. And building permits also fell down sharply because of rising costs of goods and labor costs too. So we're heading for some tough times. I've been saying this a lot, but people have blinders on. I mean, it's just incredible to see what's developing in the markets, and we're seeing it here play out in the Nasdaq, guys, every day. I mean, this is considerably down from the high earlier this year, and then you got record inflation, high gas prices, and all sorts of shortages in the markets, and then there's a lot of people that think that this is going to keep going on and up forever. It's not. We're in for some tough times ahead, and you're going to see the Nasdaq probably close the year at 8,000. That's my opinion. Yeah, 7,000 or 8,000 this year by the end of the year. You'll see that. Watch. It's going to make for some excellent trading opportunities. Excellent trading opportunities. Steve's just bouncing around right now. Dun, 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 dun. This thing's stuck in a range right now. It's range bound, and it's not really moving with the momentum it needs to kind of break out of that range. I'm looking at on my other chart right above, and until it actually does, I'm going to just sit here and watch it. It may seem kind of boring to some of you guys. You're like, oh, why isn't he trading anything? But hey, trading is waiting. You got to make sure this sets up right to actually take it in the direction that you want. So I'm still looking. It's almost there. Almost. I'm gonna see if this is gonna be continuation of that. I'm going to wait for this bar change in 3 minutes and see where it goes. It's right at the cusp of something else, and I just don't want to take that trade unless I know we have confirmation that there's enough strength to take that to the downside. Hey, Roberto Martinez, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. Got 3 minutes for bar change, guys. I trade off a trade station. You see right here on top, it's got the name of it right there, trade station. Okay, I'm going to take one contract trade on this in just about 2 minutes. Just want to see where the bar changes and to confirm my directional bias on this. Because this may just be a bullshit little down pull before it pulls up again. And it went sideways on me. Oh, okay. Not bad. Let me take a look at this here. No. No. This is going to be a quick little slide. And that's going to be probably it right now. No, I'm sorry. That did not convince me. I thought I was going to take that short, but no. Not yet. Yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't take it. No, yes, Sanket, yeah, I do trade options. I don't trade the options personally. My wife does, and she's sitting on the opposite side of my desk right now. And she trades a small basket of equity securities, like in the SPY, the Qs, and a few other names that she's familiar with. So she was streaming her desktop maybe about a month or two ago, but there just wasn't enough activity there because she's not trading the options in the traditional manner that people trade options. She's trading them using a more of a swing strategy where some of the positions, she takes last anywhere from days to a few weeks. So for most people watching, that's kind of boring because there might be days where there's nothing, and then there might be days where she'll take like 2 or 3 positions like yesterday, right? And of course that affects viewership because if you're not actively trading like some of these dudes on YouTube who are like in and out of these positions all the time, then it gets boring and nobody wants to watch. And so for that reason, she shut the channel off. She still has a channel, but she hasn't streamed. But she is trading options. She does it every single day. She's actually very, very good at what she does. And, it's just unfortunate that more people weren't interested because it's just not the style of option trading that garners eyeballs. It's just, more of a swing trading strategy than a day trading strategy for options. So that's the best way I could describe it for you. So there you go, guys. I'm happy I didn't take that trade. Look, I would have been upside down right now. Right there. Right there. Boom. Just knew it. Absolutely knew it. I said, nope, I ain't going to take that. And I was dead on. Alright, 120. Did I get any signals on this? Nope, no signals yet on that. Still have the same signals there. No signals there. Well, yeah, I do have a signal, which is a short signal right there. But I'm on the sidelines right now. And then you got a buy signal right here, which just got stopped out right now with a stop. Yeah, but that downtrend is completely over with. Look at that. Over, completely over. It was over right here. Look, you could have gone into the trade right there and exited right there. Boom. The end. Right there. Right there. And this is your, retail trade. A lot of retail traders right here just, getting out at the very, very end. Anyway, that was it. And we'll see what happens right now as it oscillates to the upside. I'm going to keep this over here because I want to watch what it does on both these screens. And I'll let you know right now if I decide to take any trades on this. Very, very cyclic day in the market. Today, guys, just extremely, extremely cyclic day today in the markets. So you got to be careful on days like this in your trades. You got to tighten up your exits because these little reversal candles right here can do you a lot of harm because this thing could just go right up here to this line and you'll be upside down $1,000 in like 10 seconds, you know? The U.S. markets are falling because of growth concerns. High inflation has increased costs across the board, which puts pressure on companies' operating margins and net profit margins as well. And Target was really, there's a big company in the U.S. called Target, and they sell all types of home goods and products like that. And they came out and said that in their last earnings report, I think it was a few days ago, that they were having profit margin pressures, and that they were going to have that in the foreseeable future because of rising costs, right? And that was the fire that that lit everything, and the entire market just came down. Cisco came out with similar news, saying that their profit margins were being impacted by what's happening in the Ukraine and with rising costs as well here in the U.S. And so similarly, investors right now, on that note, investors are very worried about earnings growth because of those factors. And a lot of that has not yet been priced into a lot of these stocks. And so because of that, investors are pulling money out of these stocks and sticking money into safe haven assets like the 10-year, the 2-year, Treasury notes, bonds, and things like that. And so, rightly so, because we have record high inflation in the U.S. Right now, it's at a 40-year high. You have food shortages, high gas prices. All that is affecting consumer sentiment, investor sentiment, and people aren't traveling as much because everything is so doggone expensive. They're not. Their dollar is not going as far as it did a year ago. And so there's a lot of economic issues, real serious structural economic issues. The Federal Reserve is about 2 years behind in raising interest rates. And frankly, to tell you the truth, I mean, we can expect, we're going to be entering into a period of stagflation very, very, very soon. And stagflation is characterized by a period where you have very high inflation and very little growth. So we're about to enter that any moment now, and and when that happens, everything's just going to go to shit. And so the markets are selling off, investors are panicking. You saw what happened with Bitcoin, Luna Coin, and all the other coins. So there's a lot to be concerned with. And these are things you need to account for when you're coming up with a trading strategy if you plan to trade the U.S. markets. Now, if you go on the Discord group, you're going to see that I posted a couple of screenshots that were very telling. One was the CPI for all items, okay? And look at the long-term trend relative to the moving average that's printed on the screenshot. That's very telling right there. I also posted a snapshot of consumer income and consumer savings. And you could tell it spiked in 2020 when the government started handing out checks during COVID, and then it crashed. It crashed significantly. That's real telling as well. So there's a lot of things to be worried about and concerned with in our economy, which is why you see the markets, selling off the way they did yesterday. Sure, man. Anytime. So, guys, again, I'm happy I didn't take this trade right now. This thing would have put me upside down big time. So, no, thank you. Don't want to take that. Hey, Marcy, can you check to see if the AC is on?
Sure.
Because it is hot in here. Also, a very important link I posted, I think it was the day before yesterday, on the Discord group under the General tab, was the term structure of volatility. That is very telling right there as to what investors expect volatility to look at in the horizon for the months ahead. That's something I encourage all traders to check out. That's a link right there you definitely have to have, and you want to check on a daily basis. That's pretty important. This is just going in sideways mode right now, guys. It's just oscillating. The market is still net bearish right now, and but it is going sideways right now. It's not a good time to be in a trade. It's just be in the sidelines right now. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, New York time, 12:30 here in Texas, where I'm at now, and I'm in Texas. I just recently, came down here, and I'm still trying to get used to this place. It's blistering hot. That's all I can say about it. I can't say I'm in love with it at all. See if I've got any signals here. No signals on this bad boy right there. Let's see if anything's correlated or negatively correlated to the market today. Let's look at gold. Gold seems like it's pretty well correlated this day with the Nasdaq right here. And right there, the 10-year notes right now are negatively correlated to some degree right there. And then you've got CL. CL has just been on a rip to the upside, almost 2% up. And guys, oil is going to continue going up. There's no doubt about that. So let me get back to what it was I was looking at. Oh, 130. Let me see if I got any signals there. No signals there. The buy signal's going. This is going to fizzle out right now, any second now. That's going to be done with right there in the next 15 minutes. It crossed in the next bar. That's going to be done. It's going to be done right there. And here we are right here. We still have a little bit more to go to the downside. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that, and I am just looking at this here. chop zone still right now, guys. Chop zone. Even though you see this moving, it doesn't mean that that is a trade you want to run after right now. Not necessarily. No. Gotta wait for confirmation. This is probably going to hit the 948 price mark, and it may stop at that. So I'm keeping an eye on that right now. Look, the market's almost flat right there. That's flat. Zero. Zero. You can't get flatter than that. Jeez. So the Cuban coffee I drank today kind of kicked in. I'm feeling a lot better than I was 2 hours ago. I normally don't drink coffee in the morning because of jitters, and I was doing good for the last like 10 months without drinking any coffee, but today I woke up with my head half asleep and I said, I need something to get me up. So I took mushroom coffee first. That was okay, but I still felt like half asleep. So I took a little shot of Cuban coffee. If you guys drink coffee, try Bustelo. That's Cuban coffee. They sell it at the market at Walmart. Little break of Bustelo, just pack it in, and do a little espresso shot with that, and boy, that'll give you the kick you need to fire you up and get you going. Got a question here. How many years have you been trading? That's a good one. I have been trading. It kind of breaks into two categories. So I was an institutional trader over at Morgan Stanley, as well as several hedge funds. So that spans the bulk of my trading career right there. But altogether, trading on an institutional desk, and also trading as a private investor, which I am now. It's been very close to, I'd say, 20 years. Very close to 20 years already. I think at some point this year, it'll be 20 years. But nowadays, I just trade from my own account. And I stream this, just because I enjoy sharing just a different approach to trading that's not often shared in the marketplace. This is purely algorithmic, and what you see is what I created, and it just gives a different perspective on trading that most traders don't employ. There's a lot of people that do order flow, breakout strategies. They consult their crystal ball as to the direction of the trades. I try not to do that. So, and it's also a lonely sport. So it's also good to have a group of people that are interested in the same instrument that you're interested in. And it creates good synergies. And hopefully people can learn from each other. There are some excellent contributors to the group as well that have different strategies. That do very, very well for themselves, and have been excellent contributors to the group from different angles. They sometimes share perspectives that I don't cover, because I can't cover everything in the course of a trading session, but they look at things that I may not be looking at. So it's nice to have that community right there, because you get to hear different opinions on what's going on in the marketplace, and look at things a lot differently than just from one lens. So welcome to the group. Hope you enjoy it. It's a lot different than anything else you're going to see online for sure. See, weakness right here, guys. That is weakness right there. Weak, 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 weak. And that's the reason I am not taking any trades right now, because I see the weakness. I see the weakness, and we haven't had phase shift, to tell me to go a different direction on this. It's just blah. There's nothing going on. All right, guys. It's 12:38 Central Time, 12:38, 1:38 Eastern. I'm just going to step away from my desk for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. All right? Hang tight. Alrighty, guys, I am back. And we're in consolidation mode right now. Consolidation mode is when the market goes sideways and goes into this chop whipsaw pattern. And I typically stay out of areas of consolidation. And let me just illustrate what I mean by that right here. See? Whenever these bars turn white, we're in consolidation right there. I typically don't trade when we're in consolidation, so that's that right there. We'll just leave that to where it is, and let me see if I've gotten any signals here. Nope. I'll check back in a couple of minutes because we're going to get bar change pretty soon, and this is going to end up closing out that signal right there, consolidation. You see that? This trade did not have a lot of huff and puff. Yeah, I can't switch over to see Tesla or anything like that right now, not during the trading day. But if you have a specific question on Tesla, I'd be more than happy to answer it. If you want to post it in the Discord group, because that'll give me some time to research the question, plot it on the screen, and kind of look at it when things aren't moving around so fast during the live session. So I'll be more than happy to answer your question, but just kindly do post it on the Discord group. Hi guys, we got 2 minutes for bar change, and I'm expecting this to close out right here. And this is also coming back to the point of control right here, guys. This yellow line is where the concentration of volume is based on this histogram right here that's tilted sideways right here. The more purplish the lines get, the less volume has been traded at these levels right here. The more red the lines, this is where you have the highest concentration of volume. So it's pretty much been from like right here to here. You know, anytime price gets below that right there, and there's low levels of volume like right here, you normally see a reversion back to where there's more volume, right? Where there's more transactions. So that would be right here. That's called your point of control right there, and boom, there we go. We just got the signal right there, and that's telling you now to go short. Although that's a signal, that doesn't mean I'm going to take the trade, guys. I do use a bit of discretion in deciding, you know, which trades to take, which trades not to take right there. Same signal there. This is still short. Do I have a signal here? Nothing there. And, oh, I did get a buy signal right here. Boom. And I forgot to see, somehow I missed this right here. Make sure my scaling's right. Yeah, scaling's right. I don't know why I missed this right here, but there is a buy signal right here on this to go long. And I would not take that just yet right now. I definitely want to make sure that this is above the zero line right there before I take any buy signals to the upside. Yeah. There hasn't been any significant shift in the market to say, hey, you know what, it's time to go long or it's time to go short. Nothing like that. In fact, you know, the market's just in consolidation. And I'll just put this back here, guys, so you guys could see right here. It's right there, look. So it's going to go up, it's going to go down, but, you know, until I see something that actually convinces me on my charts here, guys, I'll be sitting here watching. So right now we still don't have phase shift to the upside on this. In fact, we're still in bearish territory right now for intraday, and so this very likely may continue going down, but you know, we'll see. I think this is just trading in a very, 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 very tight pattern. Wow, look at that candle. Almost, but no, nothing yet, guys. You know, this may look exciting, but not yet. This may be setting up for something, but we have to get a little bit stronger volume to the downside to actually get this thing to move. Otherwise, it's just it may slinky back even though this is going down. That's going down. We'll see what happens right now. We're almost at that point. Oh wait, I almost forgot to look and see. No signals there. Okay. I keep seeing volume to the upside, and I'm not particularly motivated to take this to the downside until I actually see volume pressure flip and see more sellers come in. Ha, look at that, guys, right there. How would you like taking this trade, having it come down only to see this? think about how you'd be feeling right now. You'd probably be stopped out by now, maybe. Unless you put your stop like up here, you know? But still. Bars like this, guys, gotta be careful with that. It's part of the reason I'm still here waiting. We're almost out of the 1 o'clock hour, guys. Coming into the top of the hour right now, and generally this is the time a lot of institutional traders will start looking at their monitors and trying to assess what happened during the lunch hour and planning for trades for the afternoon session. Wow. Talk about getting whipsawed, huh? Look at that. It's the reason you don't chase after these bars right here. Never. Same thing here. Look, it came down, it touched the line, and boom, back up again. Look at that. Yeah. Yuck. And if you had placed your stop here, you'd be out. Done. It's over for you. Alright, that's why you have to be patient. And even though this looks tempting, you know, it's a mind game, guys. You know, you look at this going down and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to miss out. And what happens? FOMO kicks in. Yeah. And next thing you know, you get your balls kicked right here and you're like, uh-oh. Yep. That was wrong. That was a bad trade if you would have taken it. So, yeah. Food for thought, guys. Don't ever chase after these bars. All right? I have 4 minutes for bar change. It's looking like this is gonna go up. Yeah, it already blew past the 948 resistance level I had. If it sustains above the 948 right now after this new bar, then we might have a good run into the 12,000 and change region. So I don't mind that one bit.
I got this short and got out here on the reset, but now I'm not going long because it's not a strength, you know?
Yeah, well, you wait for the second bar and wait till it closes above that.
Yeah.
That's what
I just looking this, I not consider that.
Well, yeah, but remember,
because this is down.
Yeah, I know, but remember I told you second bar right there.
I did
and
short and
right
confirm it here.
Yeah, and so good. Good. So hang on, I want to see what settings you have here. 30. All right, good. Wow, talk about a spike, huh? All right, so we do have good volume to the upside right now, volume pressure. We did get phase shift as well, so I am looking to take a long trade right now. 2 minutes time, guys. I'm not saying to take it. I'm just saying hang on and wait for 2 minutes. See what happens here, right? That might be it right there for that trade. So let me just take a peek here and see. It's got to hold above the 948 level on this next bar. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but let's see what happens in 30 seconds. All right, here we go. It's not exactly above the the level I want it right there. Hang on. Yeah, it did close above the 948. Let me just take a look at one or two other things here. I get a signal on this? No signal yet on that right there. And my Heinkanashi's right here. Yeah, still got the long signal active right there on that, and still have a long signal active, but dang, this thing just went sideways. Yuck. That's not good. Yeah, looks like I hit the wall right there. No, this is going to sell off before it goes up anymore. Volume to the upside is weak right now, guys. Weak. So you got to be careful on these trades, you know? Yep. Very, very tight trading pattern right now, which makes these directional moves very complicated to make because sometimes the range of motion you know, is only a few bars, and you know, which means, you know, you gotta, you know, your timing's just gotta be dead on. Just gotta be patient, 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 patient. See, look, when you see something like this, look, for example, right here, instead of there being continuation to the upside, it kinks to the side right there. That tells you that that there's a lot of resistance, a lot of sellers up here, and price is not moving up. This is an excellent, excellent, excellent indicator right here. As is this one right here too. So I'll put it back here so you guys can see what I'm talking about right there, while I look at some other stuff to make heads or tails of this. Yeah, that was a short-lived upside. No cigar, guys. No cigar. Yeah, told you it was going to sell off a little bit. There's no strength, none whatsoever to the upside. Zero. You just got to be patient on this. And again, look, the market's flat. I mean, that's as flat as you can get right there. Look at that. So there's no conviction either to go up or to go down. This is purely being driven by technicals right now in the marketplace. So you just got to roll with it, right? But you got to be very careful. Because this is nothing but chop right here. Look at that. Oof. Looks like we might be getting something here. I'll let you guys know. So right now we're in consolidation again. Trading is waiting. Trading is waiting. Trading is waiting. You just gotta wait. See the right setup, guys. Man, I am hungry right now. No, I don't want lunch right now. I cannot eat and trade at the same time. Man, when I tell you guys that volume is flat, it is flat right now. This is no volume to the upside or downside. It's just like the market flat. It's kind of, we're in a very, very unique holding pattern right now. Excellent time to lose money in the market if you want to be in it. Also, keep in mind, guys, that I do post daily P&L on my TikTok. I created that account specifically for kicks and grins. I needed a library just to kind of keep track of all the P&Ls, and sometimes I forget because I'll get a call from my dad. Take me to the pharmacy or something else, right? So I got to run across the street, get him, and take. By the time I come back, the charts reset. So when the new session starts at 5 p.m., it just like erases everything. So and sometimes I get caught up, doing other things, and I forget to, take a screenshot or something. But I try to stay consistent with it every day. So if you see postings on TikTok, that's what I'm, doing on a daily basis. And sometimes I'll take a day off as well, so you won't see something there. But the days I post are the days I trade it for the most part. And you can track the P&L of what you see here there. I kind of make it fun, so it's at Algo Man on TikTok. And again, that's purely for educational purposes only, because past performance does not guarantee future results. Now, if you guys are watching this and you're looking at that bar just going up and down and it's driving you crazy, I feel you guys, man. It's a choppy market, I'm telling you. Without the conviction of news driving the market, investors are still digesting what happened yesterday. So there's really no conviction. The market's just consolidating everything that happened yesterday into today. That's why we're pretty darn near flat. So we got 3 minutes for bar change. And I'll be on today till 3:30 Eastern Time, which is 2:30 Central. If you guys hear moments of silence with nothing, that I'm still here, guys. I'm just sitting here observing and thinking.
Waiting for that upside, huh?
Are you long, short, nothing?
No, I'm out.
Okay. Also, if you guys have specific questions that you want me to answer, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions on the Discord group. You know, just post your question on Discord, and I'm in there every day, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions you might have about all things trading. I'm not an expert on all instruments, but I can pretty much, you know, answer any questions you might have. See what I mean, guys? There's no real movement right now, even though, yeah, this upside is over. We just had bar change right now at the last minute. Yeah. A slight move up. I mean, just very light moves in this. Not enough really to convince me to want to take a long or anything. Yeah, this thing's gonna be, it's coming down now again. Chop, chop, chop. Look at this. Back in consolidation again. Wow. there's an old saying that says that calm waters never made a good sailor. And that's very true for trading as well, guys. It's in these setups right now that you have days like this where the market is just choppy, directionless, that you know whether or not you have something that works. So if you're testing anything, this is a great day to test your strategy and your skill. It's a little quiet this afternoon, don't you think? It's almost that feeling that you get right before the storm hits. And on days like this where it's just directionless and choppy, in the afternoon session, you'll normally get one good move. One. So anyway, guys, I decided to join the gym. I'll just tell you about my little life ventures. My wife and I decided to join the local gym. So we picked the Planet Fitness because it's right down the road from where we live. And, we've been going to this particular gym, try to get some fitness, reduce our stress, whatever. And have not met anyone at this gym since I joined. Seriously, man. Kind of sucks because we walk into the gym and people stare at us like we're from another planet or something. Seriously. No one will approach us. No one even smiles. No one even says hello. And I'm thinking, man, maybe we're at the wrong gym. Maybe we should have joined Equinox or something. You know, unfortunately, there's no Equinox near us. And this Planet Fitness seems to be the only gym in close proximity to where we live. And of course, when you're paying $4.50 gas, which, by the way, Texas just got $4.50 a gallon gasoline as of yesterday. Yep. Saw it at the Chevron store right down the corner from where we live. So, you know, when you're pumping your car with $4.50 gallons of gas, you don't really want to drive too far to go to your fitness center. You want something nearby, right? And so that happened to be the closest place to where we live. Just kind of seems that we feel completely out of place at this gym. Completely out of place, you know? I don't know. It's just the vibe we get. You know, we haven't been able to connect with anyone there at all. Versus at our previous gym, which was actually across the street from our place over in New York City, we must have met at least 7 or 8 people the first day that we were there. First day that we were there. Just everyone was friendly. They were nice. They were introducing themselves, you know, guys and girls. It was just, you know, the welcoming committee. It was just fantastic. Well, I didn't get any of that at Planet Fitness where I live. It was a stare down. That's what it felt like. Very uncomfortable. So we're going to see if we remain members there for the foreseeable future or not. And but for now, it seems like we're going to just cut our visits to twice a week. It's just a different vibe. Different crowd. Way different crowd. Way different crowd than our place back in New York City. Hi guys, we're going sideways right now in this PM session, as you guys can see right now on the screen. We do have downside bias on this. Let me check to see if I've gotten any other signals. No signals on this today. Wow. Okay. My Hankanashi do have, oh, well, look. A long signal fired there. We got a short signal right here. Short signal there, short signal there. And I do have another couple of other signals here. We had a short signal there that just closed, that went long, and that's where we're at with that there. I'll leave it here because we're in consolidation. Some of you guys may want to see that. There's just, it's flat, guys. It's flat. I mean, look where the market's trading at right now. There is no momentum either way, either to the upside or the downside. You know, this is just all technically driven right here. This type of strategy does very good in this environment. So anyway, I am looking here, and I do not see any trade opportunities just yet. What I do see is a lot of cyclic activity, guys, just a lot of rotation in the lower time frame charts I have above me, and it's just a chop fest right now. So if we're waiting for the one good trade that we hope to see this afternoon, we just, need to be a little more patient and let it play out. So I'll let you guys know. This trade's about to fizzle. Next bar right here. We just got bar change. Let me check and see. Excuse me. No trade there, no trade there. This has not gone above the zero line right here. Yeah. Still right here. Has not gone above the zero line right there. No good. No good. No good. It's maybe coming down. Maybe coming down. But no. No trade yet. I'm watching. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me check this thing here. Oh, wow.
I'm just there. Not a up, not a down.
This has been pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Dang.
The only thing I got was the short here until there, 1600.
Wow. Good for you, girl. That right there.
Yeah. You don't get against what it's saying, you know? So,
yeah, and you notice it's all on the line.
yeah.
It's all on the line right there. So. Guys, if you guys have a girlfriend or preferably a wife, and I say preferably because you don't want your girlfriends to run off with your strategies or anything you teach them. Imagine, you bring your girlfriend, you think she's a cool chick, you sit her down, you teach her all these things, only so she could leave you for the gardener or someone else. I mean, you're going to feel foolish. So be careful with who you share your stuff with if you're going to share your strategies or techniques with anyone. So, but if it's your wife and you guys are in a happy marriage, I highly encourage you to show your wife what you do, especially if you're profitable. Teach your wife how you do what you do so she could learn. Eventually, she may decide that it's a good fit for what what she'd like to do, and pursue this as her career, such as my wife. I remember the day she walked in to my office. She was tired. She had spent the whole day, the whole day on her feet. She used to work. She used to work at Saks Fifth Avenue, right across from Rockefeller Center. And if you guys know that Saks Fifth Avenue, you guys know that that's a beautiful, beautiful store in New York City. So she was one of the department heads right there that dealt with women's clothes and all that. And she got tired of it. She got really tired of being on her feet all day, taking the train to work every morning. Comes into the office one day and says, "Hey, I want you to teach me what you do because I'm tired of working. I'm just tired of being on my feet all day." So I taught her, and to my surprise, she caught on really quick, and decided that she was going to quit her job to become a full-time day trader. Never, ever, ever in my 20 years of marriage did I ever expect that from my wife. And now she's a very successful options trader based on what I taught her. And I was happy to teach her because she's my wife, and I want her to do well. If something happened to me, I'd like for her to have a sustainable way of supporting herself rather than having to go get a job and standing on her feet all day, right? So this is something you may want to consider teaching your spouse as well. Let them know what you do, how you do it, and you may be surprised, at the interest she may take in what you do. My wife was the same. My wife, I first started to teach her how to trade the E-mini and then the Nasdaq, but it was a little too much for her. And she says, "Is there anything else I could trade?" And I said, "Well, how about stock options?" If that isn't complicated enough, right? But she took a liking for that because she doesn't have to be on her screen the entire day to trade those. So that was a much better fit than anything else I had been exposing her to in the past, such as the E-mini and other instruments. She took a liking to stock options, and so that stuck. So sometimes it's not the market, sometimes it's the instrument that perhaps she needs to be exposed to something else. I know that I've talked to other people as well, and they tell me, "Oh, I tried trading stocks, I tried trading this, that, and the other, and I hated it. But then they stumble across like Bitcoin or something, and they fall in love with that, and they trade it, and they're successful." So hey, it sometimes depends on the product. All right, so here we go. We got a little push-up right now. Almost, man, almost. If we can get this thing right here to the zero line or above it, that would make me feel a lot more comfortable taking anything to the upside. As long as this is below the zero line, I know we're going to be in chop zone, so I'm trying to be careful about that. I think this market's going to go up. We just got phase shift to the upside. Although volume completely sucks. We finally got some signs of life. Perhaps to the upside on this. Let me take a closer look. I'm going to give this 5 more minutes because we're about to get bar change, and it's too close to comfort right now, and to call it. But give it 5 more minutes. If this thing fires in the direction I want it to fire, then yeah, then a long trade would probably be the the right direction to take on this. But see, that's exactly what I mean, guys. Remember, we had these bars here, like right here. You see that? And same story right here. They go up. Makes you think, hey, FOMO, right? You know what FOMO means, right? Fear of missing out. Everybody runs after it, only to get crushed. So you got to be careful with these bars. Got to be very, very careful with these bars. If you don't have the volume to back it up, guys, this is just a head fake right here. And this right here, oh man, you would be very unhappy if you took this trade to the upside and saw this. Did you go long?
No.
Not yet.
I almost did, but
Almost.
yeah.
Almost, but no cigar.
But lucky I didn't.
Did you get phase shift, like those lines crossed?
Yeah. No, not
Not yet. Yeah, I
still
told
on
you.
the short side.
Yeah, I told you. That's a very powerful study right there. Unless it crosses, man, there's nothing to the upside, man. Shit. nothing at all. This is just in a very, 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 very tight holding pattern right now. Real messy directional move right now. Market's only up 23 points. It's right there in that holding pattern. You got 1 minute for bar change right now, and let's see if this provides any support for what we want to do. And again, I want to see this above the zero line. Okay, I do have the signal right here. Look, buy, but I want to make sure it's a buy signal with follow through. So far, the algo hasn't produced any losses today. Produced one big winner right here, despite all the volatility. Boom, right there. Okay, here we go. Very, very, very close to the zero line, but no cigar. Right there. You had the first crossing. You had the first crossing right there, which is fine. But you want to wait for this one right here to get above the zero line. It's still like 53 points away right there. It's pretty damn close though. And this one right here has not yet closed out. So let's see, any signals here? Nope. And I still have a long signal. Oh yeah, my long signal right here closed. Pow, right there. And not only did it close, that was a winner. It's a good winner. It gave me a short signal right there. So I'd be very careful with that. As well, we have a short signal right there. And got another short signal right there. So go back here. This was a bust, and it gave me a buy signal right there. Hang on, let's see. This might be a buy. Very risky buy, I'll tell you right now. Very, very risky buy. To the upside. You got buyers coming in, guys, but it's just not strong enough, I think, momentum-wise, to really push this up. But okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and take a buy signal here, all right? I'm only going to take one contract, though.
Trade.
All right, there we go. Long, one contract on this. So here's the position I just took right here. I'll come back to that in just a little bit, guys. There he goes. So boom, right there. All right. Okay, here we go.
That was long.
Yeah, it's long. I'm long. I'm up like $800 already in less than 5 minutes. If it goes above the 28 line, the 12028, you know, things just gonna take off, you know, to the upside from what I'm seeing. All right, we're at the top of the hour. And we finally got decent volume on that move right there. This is where I'm at on that P&L, guys, right there. Just bouncing all over the place. Almost at 50 points. Hopefully this is a trade that we were all waiting for all afternoon. All right, I just hit 50 points right now. Well, I had a few seconds ago. Right? Always does that to you.